I think that this is an excellent lens.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emmett and professionally I'm a software developer, but in my free time I love landscape photography and making related videos here on YouTube. In today's video I want to talk about how I'm protecting my data from natural disasters, ransomware, or hard drive failure. So these hard drives right here have all of my creative work from the last year. There's about 2,000 photos and 50 videos on these. As a creator, I work with a lot of very large video and photo files. Every YouTube video that I make will have a folder on one of these hard drives with easily 50 gigabytes of assets in it. And every time I press the shutter button on my camera, it produces a JPEG and RAW file that are combined about 30 megabytes. I have poured tons of creative energy into making this stuff and made so many memories with it over the past year. And so I really can't even begin to tell you how sad it would be if something were to happen where I lost everything on these hard drives. And so it's extremely important to me to keep this data safe. And I know someone will ask me about this. Backing everything up offsite online just isn't an option for me because of the internet where I live. I just don't have the bandwidth to do that, unfortunately, even though that would be a really good option. The first step that I took in protecting my data several months ago was to start keeping 2 copies of everything. And so on these 2 discs, they actually have the exact same things on them. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with a hard drive and cause it to stop working, although they are much more durable than they used to be. But it could be dropped or otherwise physically damaged, one of the parts of the drive could malfunction, the data could get corrupted, or even some kind of malware could get in there and delete or encrypt your files. None of those things are really super likely to occur, but I have had some scares with a bit of corrupt data before, and so just to be safe, I keep 2 copies of everything on my storage drives. One thing that's still been worrying me a bit though is the possibility of some sort of disaster like a big storm damaging my hard drives. For example, if a tornado were to come through, which seems to be getting fairly common lately, and it were to destroy the house, these hard drives would probably get totally destroyed because they're not really protected at all inside of this thin plastic. And home insurance can cover the cost of replacing your stuff, but they just can't replace those photos and videos. Obviously, that's not super likely to happen, but just to be safe, I wanted to give my hard drives a better chance against some sort of disaster. So my goals were, number 1, to get all of my hard drives into one box that can be easily grabbed in an emergency and carried to safety, and 2, to get them into a box with some higher level of survivability in an emergency than just a regular storage bin in case I'm away or don't have time to grab them. Now, what I used to do was throw them all into my fire safe in a little slightly padded case, but there's not a lot of room in there and it doesn't have much padding. It also actually doesn't protect them that much from a fire because it's designed to protect documents. Paper combusts at around 400 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas hard drives start to incur damage at around only 140 degrees. So that's what led me to a Pelican case. They are a little bit expensive, but they are cheaper than a big safe would be, and it's not fireproof, but it is small and easy to grab. Probably most of you are familiar with the Pelican brand, but if not, they are really the top of the line in storage cases. I've not personally tested them, but their cases are advertised as crush-proof, dust-proof, and waterproof. They're used by lots of photographers, first responders, and the military, and they are very well known for being very reliable. So I have bought the Pelican 1400 case from B&H with foam that can be removed in 1/4 inch sections. And what I'm going to do is make slots in there so that I can slide my 2 terabyte Seagate external hard drives down into the foam. That way they'll be completely suspended in foam to help them resist any impact from the case being banged around. I'm also going to put labels on all of these hard drives so that I can easily find the one that I need. I like to label things by actually putting a QR code on them that links to a Notion page, because then I can easily scan it with my phone to see what's inside, or I can search for something in Notion and match up the number there with the drive that I'm looking for. I've had some storage bins labeled this way for a while and it's worked really well. So on the top of each hard drive, I'll stick one of these QR codes with the Notion page URL, and on the edge that'll stick out of the foam, I'll just stick the name of the hard drive. Alright, so that is all for this setup, and I'm pretty happy with the way that this looks, and this gives me a lot more peace of mind that everything will be safe. If you're out there and you don't have your own plan to keep your data safe, I'd highly recommend that you make one. It doesn't have to look like mine, but hopefully this gave you some ideas and inspiration. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out and to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss more videos that I'm really excited to share with you in the future. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.